Unit 5, Lesson 7. We're going to look at banking and bank accounts. So what things should we consider when choosing a bank account? There's many things you could consider when you choose a bank account. A big one is location. What is the location of the bank compared to where you're working, compared to where you're living, compared to where you're shopping? You want to pick a bank that is convenient for you to get to and from. Another important thing about a bank is its interest rates. You're going to want to pick a bank that's going to give you a high interest rate for your savings and low interest rates when you're borrowing money. So you want to look at interest rates when you're picking banks as well. You also want to look at features they might offer. You might want to look at internet banking. You might want to look at online stuff, what you can do online. You might want to look at telephone banking. So you want to look at the features they offer as well. And finally, of course, one of the most important is the service charges. And service charges are things that the bank charges you to use their services. So depending on what type of account you have, depend on the service charges. So you get charged for making withdrawals. You sometimes get charged for making deposits, for checks. You have to pay attention to what the bank is charging you when you choose a bank account. What types of bank accounts are available to customers? The basic types are checking, an account where you can write a check on it, and a savings account, an account where you wouldn't be writing checks on, but you deposit money in and you leave it there to save money. Other options are sometimes high interest savings, special account where if you leave a minimum balance, then you get a higher interest rate to earn interest on your money, and tax-free savings account is a way a government is encouraging you to save money by reducing your income tax. Why would you want to have more than one bank account? You might want to have one bank account that you use on a daily basis, that you do all your transactions for, as far as debiting for groceries, for gas, and you might want to have another account for savings where the money stays in there and you earn a better interest rate because you're not always depositing and withdrawing money. All right. Interest in bank accounts is usually earned daily. Some accounts pay the interest monthly and some compound it daily. To calculate interest compounded daily, we need to divide the interest rate by 365 and make n the number of days. So if I look at this little example, determine the interest earned in May on a balance of $1,200 if interest is 0.5% compounded daily. So I have principal of $1,200. I have 1 plus my interest, 0.005 divided by 365. And for 1 month, well, the month of May has 31 days. So we would have an exponent of 31 times, 1 time each day. This is where you need to know how to use your calculator to enter that all in one step. So the amount accumulated is about $1,200.51. So the interest is 51 cents. Service charges are charged by the banks to help them cover their costs and make profits. Most banks charge a flat fee per month plus a fee for each transaction over a certain limit. There it is. A transaction is any inflow or outflow of money from your account. So whenever you put money into your account, whenever you take money out of your account, that's considered a banking transaction. So they would include things like an ATM withdrawal, transfer of money from one account to another, a debit card purchase, a bill payment, A check deposited, a check you write to pay a bill, an online purchase, a direct deposit, such as a pay, or an automatic withdrawal to pay a bill or a loan. All of those would be considered a transaction. So take a look at the questions on page 465 and see how you do understanding bank accounts.